Phil. A cup of tea.
It's hot. I want to talk to somebody.
DCI's not in yet.
Somebody else then.
All in good time. Just drink a tea, eh?
I've done some toast.
Not hungry.
I'll give it another 10 minutes. I'll ring Marcus. He'll be all right, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they can only keep him there so long without charging him.
And what if they do charge him?
Well, they can't, can they?
Why not?
Because he didn't do it, that's why not.
Then why are they keeping him?
Hello, Isaac.
What's the breakfast?
Nah, it's all right. I only nipped in to ask if I can have a bit of time off later.
What for?
Got a teacher coming round.
A teacher?
She wants to talk about my future.
Oh.
I promised Mum I'd speak to her.
Yeah, OK.
You don't mind?
No, I think your mum's right.
Eh?
There's no point rushing into anything.
Oh, yeah, but I thought you liked me working for you.
Hattie, I do. I just want you to make the right decision, that's all. Besides, there's more to life than money in your pocket.
She feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. All I think is you should decide for yourself, OK? Without anybody else interfering.
Right. I'll be off then.
See you later. And you told them we were both dead? And what did they say? No, it's all right, kid. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll let you know what happens. All right, mate. Well, they've been checking up on where we were.
So it'll be all right?
Yeah, it should be.
But if you've got witnesses, though.
Hello? And where the hell have you been, eh? Yeah, well, I didn't want anyone else, did I? This is Grant. I want the organ grinder, not his monkey. When? No. No, I'll meet you there. Yeah, half an hour. OK.
Marcus?
He's meeting me there.
Well, what's happened?
They arrested him formally last night.
Wait! I'm coming with you. Hello?
Oh, hello, love. All right.
Yeah, just taking Vicky to school. Got this morning from the college.
All right.
It's my interview.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a start.
Yeah. Well done, well done. Have you told your mum?
No, I haven't yet.
Sleep well? Have you had time to think about what we said yesterday?
You spoke to any of the people that I told you about?
Some.
And?
Well, nightclubs are funny places, you know, dark, noisy, it's easy to make mistakes. It's not as though you're having a quiet dinner with someone, is it?
Sorry, I'll try to remember that next time.
Next time.
You know what I meant.
Right then.
I want to make a phone call.
Later.
Now. I'm not saying another word until I've made a call.
That was quick. Right then, if you're ready.
Are you going out?
Only to the gym.
Where's your kit from yesterday?
Why?
Well, you wanted wash, don't you?
Oh, no, I've already done it.
What if you're in such a hurry for it? Why didn't you say?
No, it only took a minute.
Hey, I hear they kept the Mitchell boy in overnight.
Which one?
Grant.
Do you think he had anything to do with it, then?
I better get off, Mum.
But I thought you said you weren't going till later.
Well, I thought I'd have a run first.
So, you haven't heard anything then about Grant Mitchell?
Me? No.
I thought the two of you were pals.
Joking, ain't ya? See you later, Mum.
All right.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like?
Yeah, but ain't you going to work?
Not today, I'm not going in. I've got work I can do here.
Ah, so you can be here when Miss Humphreys arrives, I suppose.
Well, don't you think I should be?
No? What for?
Because I just want to hear what she has to say.
Like you don't know.
Where were you anyway? She'll be here soon.
I went to see Ian.
Oh. And he tried to talk you out of it, I suppose.
No. As a matter of fact, he thought it was a good idea.
Oh, about time, no.
I've got other clients.
Not anymore, you don't leave this place without Grant.
Look, I don't think you understand what we're dealing with here. This isn't a motoring offence. Your brother has been arrested on suspicion of murder. I'll suggest you calm down and tell me everything you know. Sergeant, I wonder if you might have an interview room we could use for 10 minutes.
Maybe you'd arrange a settlement for Sharon.
I told you I don't know anything about any 600 quid.
Eddie drew it out the day he was killed in cash.
Well, was he decorating the Vic? Maybe he wanted to paper the walls with it.
You had a large amount of cash on you when we brought you in.
I'd been out for the night, hadn't I?
Money for a night out.
Might be for you.
So this cash, where did it come from?
I told you I did a welding job at the garage and the bloke paid in cash.
This is the man you claim.
I'm not claiming anything. I saw him. Ask him yourself.
Oh, I will. I hope you gave him a receipt.
I'd like to lodge a formal complaint. My client has been held here against his wishes.
Mr. Mitchell was arrested last night. You can check the details with the custody officer.
As I understand it, he was here 7 hours before he was arrested.
He was kind enough to agree to help us with our inquiries.
My client's cooperation is perfectly natural. He has nothing to hide.
In that case, Mr. Christie, perhaps you'll permit us to continue.
Now, I'm afraid I must insist on some time alone with my client first.
10 minutes.
I'm glad to see you.
Right. You better tell me what's been said already. See how much damage has been done.
John?
Then she tried to say that I left the club, went back to the square, killed Eddie and met up with Phil later.
This man you went to see, you've given them his name?
Last night.
Philip said you were gone a couple of hours.
Yeah, well, I had to get in a cab. We met this bloke. I had a couple of beers, then I got in another cab and met Phil back at Kev's.
But you didn't tell Philip where you were going?
It was a private job. I'm supposed to be getting married and need all the cash I can get.
Well, let's just hope they find this man and he confirms your story.
Yeah, but can you get me out?
I'm afraid it's not that easy.
Why not?
They're entitled to hold you for 36 hours. After that, they have to charge you or let you go. The best thing you can do is to answer their questions as honestly as you can.
I'm trying to, but this bird don't seem to want to listen.
You haven't got anything to hide, have you?
Don't you start.
But in that case, all you have to do is tell them the truth and they'll have to let you go.
You better be right. Where's Phil?
He's outside with Miss Watts.
Sharon, she's here. Oh, she shouldn't have come.
It's hardly my business.
Look, I don't care. I don't want her here. Sort it.
What are they doing in there?
Look, relax, will you? Marcus will sort it out.
Will they let us see him?
I doubt it.
Wait, Philip, he hasn't done anything.
If?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I probably do. Well?
I can't see them releasing him just yet.
How is he?
I think he's holding up.
They can't just keep him here.
I'm afraid they can.
Excuse me. So what have they got?
Nothing as far as I can make out. No, they know about his history with Royal, and they have been able to account for his whereabouts at the time of the murder.
Has he told them where he was?
I thought he was with you.
He was, most of the time.
What do you mean most of
He just had something on, that's all right. Have they checked out what he told them?
I assume they're doing it now.
Right. Oh, you better get back in.
Yes. There is just one thing. I think one of you had better go home and stay by the phone.
What for?
Well, they must have spoken to some of the names you gave them, people who saw you both in the nightclub. They may just phone to find out what's going on.
So?
It would help if we knew what they'd told the police.
Yeah, but
I think it's best.
You go, Sharon.
I want to stay here.
You'll be more help to Grant at the flat.
Look, get a cab, eh?
All right, if you think it'll help.
It will.
You will phone if anything happens.
Yeah, of course.
See you later.
Yeah.
Your brother asked me to make sure she...
concerned about is your future, Hattie.
And you think I'm not? Look, that's not what we're saying. We just think that you should think again.
Oh, yeah, but this is madness. How many people stay on at school, get their qualifications, and yet still end up on the dole?
Well, it happens, of course,
But I've got a job now.
you could do better, Hattie.
Better.
I'll go.
Excuse me? With the right qualifications, you could pick and choose.
Oh, like Janet Peters, I suppose.
I'm sorry?
Oh, her mother and I used to work together. Shall we go through?
Hey, John, come on in.
Look, I'm sorry to bother you, Joe.
No bother.
Well, look, I can always come back later.
No, come on in.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. He's just thinking about you.
Were you?
Come on through.
She stayed on at school, got all her exams. She's a waitress in a pizza place now. All the jobs she's gone for, she's either too young or overqualified.
Well, that doesn't mean it'll happen to you.
It doesn't mean it won't either.
I just thought I'd pop in to see if you need anything.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, yes, thanks.
Coffee?
Something stronger.
Yeah, why not?
Vodka and tonic, isn't it?
Please, yeah. I was going to call in earlier, but I had to wait for Pauline to get back.
How is life on the outside?
Much the same.
I went for a walk yesterday, try and clear my head. Didn't do much good.
It must be hard, not having your family around.
There's John.
Yeah, where is he?
It's hard to tell. I don't think it's sunk in yet.
And what about you?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel anything at all. And then other times it comes over me like a great wave and I have to lock myself in the bathroom.
You should have called me.
It's a small bathroom.
Yeah.
Don't know if I'm crying for myself or for Eddie.
Well, it's better let it out.
Is it? You know, it took Eddie and me a long time to decide that we were right for each other. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, he loved you. I know that.
Yes. Yes, I think he did. You got on well together, didn't you?
I liked him, yeah.
You were together for some time.
Oh, it wasn't serious.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing you.
No. Well, we were both on our own. It just seemed natural.
But
it didn't work out. I think he was thinking of you even then.
Oh, you don't have to say that.
No, I mean it. It was always as if he was somewhere else.
Did you sleep together? That's okay, I guess.
He never loved me.
Yes, he did. He just wasn't very good at showing it.
Oh, maybe not.
Did you love him?
No. I really liked him. And I found him attractive, but no, I didn't love him.
I think I always loved him. But there was always something in the way. First his job, then mine.
Well, other things seemed important at the time.
Yeah, but that's just it, isn't it? Time. We didn't have any.
And how long had you been banned from the Queen Victoria?
Dunno. 6 months.
This was following your fight with Eddie. Prior to
My
that
client
time,
has not admitted to any fight. This is merely speculation on your part.
He hasn't disputed it before.
He hasn't admitted to it either.
All right. So why were you banned?
Didn't like me.
Well, it's not much of a reason, is it? If landlords banned everyone they didn't like, the pubs would be empty. Must have been some other reason.
With respect, Detective Chief Inspector, my client has given you an answer based on what he knows. Only Mr. Royal could give you his real reasons.
He's hardly in a position to share them with us, though, is he? Well?
I told you he didn't like me.
And your brother Philip, was he banned too?
No.
Well, wouldn't that suggest that it was something more personal?
Now, again, my client cannot answer for Mr. Royal's motives.
Maybe if we talked to Miss Watts. She was...
Leave Sharon out of it. This has nothing to do with her.
You're not leaving me much choice.
He made a pass at her.
So, you taught him a lesson?
No.
Now, my client may have spoken to Mr. Royal, but there was no use of violence.
Spoken to him? He must have a vicious tongue. He was in hospital for 2 weeks.
As I understand it, Mr. Royal himself stated his injuries were due to a fall. In no way did he indicate my client was responsible.
You seem very well briefed.
It's my job to be.
Right, then. Let's move on. After you were barred, how often did you see Royal?
Not often.
You stayed out of each other's
We don't
way.
mix in the same
But
circles.
Miss Watts continued to work at the Queen Victoria.
Until she was sacked.
And what reason did he give?
We got engaged. He didn't approve.
Why?
Why don't you ask? I don't know.
Fancied Miss Watts himself? Did he make another pass at her?
No.
Maybe she didn't say no this time.
You what?
Found out, did you? That they'd been together?
I must
If
protest.
anybody else had said that.
If anyone else had said it, what would you do? Kill them? Isn't that what you were going to say?
No.
Come on, Grant. You already said you hated his guts.
I didn't kill him.
Well, I better get back. It's very sweet of you to come. Listen, you will call, just, you know, if you need to talk. The bathroom's not that small. I promise.
Hello, Cathy.
How are you doing? How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
She just called to see how we were.
She's a nice girl, Cathy.
Very. Let's go and see her before I leave.
You're definitely going then.
Yes.
Tell me, how would you feel about some company for the journey?
Where is she?
She'll be back.
Is she still here?
He said he'd wait.
Can I talk to him? This is all part of it, isn't it? Leaving me to stew.
If it is, it would appear to be working. Just relax.
Relax.
Look, there's nothing we can do. It's up to them to prove you weren't where you said you were at the time of the murder.
Look, I've told them where I was and who I was with.
And she'll keep you here until she's checked and double-checked.
And I'm supposed to sit here and swallow that?
Like I said, we've got no choice. If you ask me, you're all they've got. And they'll be reluctant to let you go until they've got no other option.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. We'll have to continue this later. Take him downstairs.
You're wasting your time. You know that?
We'll see.
Evelyn.
May I come in?
Yeah, of course. Come on. I was gonna come and see you.
Oh,
To say how sorry I was.
thank you.
Would you like a drink or something? So how are things at the Vic? Stupid question. It must be awful for you.
No, no, it's not too bad. People have been very kind.
Eddie was well liked. Look, I know we fell out, but we worked together for a long time. I really liked him. All this tribunal business, it should never have happened. I just wanted my job back.
Eddie knew that. He knew he was wrong too, but he was too stubborn to admit it. Don't think too badly of him.
No.
Anyhow, I'll be going soon.
You're leaving?
Yes.
And John?
Yes, he's coming with me. We'll leave as soon as I've finished here. Well, that's one of the reasons I came to see you.
Oh.
Rowley. He was yours, wasn't he?
Well, he was my dad's.
Well, we can't take him with us. I wondered if you'd like him.
Oh, I'd love to have him back.
Are you sure? I mean, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
of
want...
course, I'm sure.
Well, I didn't bring him with me. I thought it might be emotional blackmail. You could hardly say no while he looked at you with those big brown eyes, could you?
No.
Well, you can come and pick him up when you're ready.
Right.
I better be going then.
Evelyn, you've heard about Grant,
Yes.
but he still came.
Do you think that was wrong?
I don't know if I would have.
Well, I wasn't sure myself. I knew Eddie would have liked me to see you.
Glad you did.
Hey, babes, you're in. Staying for dinner?
Yeah.
How's the training going?
Good.
This fight. Big break for you, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Most important, not to freeze.
I won't.
I've seen a lot of good fighters lose their chance. Just freeze under pressure.
Yeah, well, it won't happen to me.
I'm not saying it will. What do they say? You can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing to remember.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
What's for dinner then, Pops?
Ah, the helpers
I'm
arrived.
starving.
Ah.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah.
You all right?
Oh, I was so frightened.
I'm home now.
Oh, I didn't know what was happening. No one would tell me anything.
You wouldn't tell me either.
But you're back.
They said they were satisfied for the time being.
What does that mean?
They ain't got nothing on me.
Sure.
Phil, all right?
Yeah, I heard about Grant.
Yeah, I bet you did.
So what's happening?
No, we just got back.
I let him go.
You sound surprised.
Oh, no. Of course not.
Good. Well, you can put a word about it. That Grant had nothing to do with what happened to Eddie Royal.
Oh, yeah.
And
right.
if you'll excuse me, I'm starving.
You hungry?
Starving.
Do you want me to do something? Should we eat out?
Whatever you want.
So, what was it like?
What?
The police station.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You don't have to go back.
I don't know. They said they'd be in touch.
They did believe you, though, in the end.
Oh, they must have done. Mind you, they even had me believing it after a while.
Who said you got split up last night?
Yeah.
What's that?
There's a couple of bridesmaids' dresses and a few bottles of champagne.
Oh.
Well, you don't seem too pleased.
Oh, of course I am. So that's where you went, then? To collect some money?
Yeah, I did a welding job the other night. Got paid in cash. You fancy Chinese?
Yeah.
Where's the phone book?
In the bedroom. So you weren't anywhere near the square, then? When it happened, I mean?
No, thank God. If I had been. What's all this about?
Or what?
Question.
Well, I just wondered.
No kidding. Must be catching.
Eh?
Well, I'd just been shut up in a room for 2 days with the woman who wanted to know where I was when Eddie got killed and all.
Meaning?
Meaning I expected it from her. She was a copper. You thought that I might have done it, didn't you?
No.
So why the 3rd degree, eh?
Well, it wasn't. I was just...
Just what?
Worried.
About what?
Well, you know...
No, you tell me.
I was worried after what happened last time with Eddie.
I don't believe this. You really think that I might have done it?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but that's what you meant.
No.
Oh, come on, Sharon, a minute. You think I backed out again, don't you? You think I killed Eddie?
What was I supposed to think? You
Do
still...
you know what kept me going in there? You! Thinking about you waiting for me. Worrying about me.
And I was.
Yeah, but that's not all you were doing, was it?
Don't know what you mean.
Oh, come on, Sharon, admit it. You were wondering whether I killed him or not, weren't you?
You nearly killed him before.
Rubbish.
I saw you.
Do you know, this would be funny if it wasn't so tragic.
How am I supposed to understand anything when you won't talk to me?
What are we doing now, eh?
I mean, really talk.
All right, let's really
Oh,
talk.
don't
Now,
bother.
come on, Sharon, what do you really want to talk about? I'm sorry.
Do you know what's frightening? We're supposed to be getting married and I don't know anything about you.
Of course you do.
Oh, I know how many sugars you like in your tea, how you like your shirts on. That's not what I mean.
What then?
You still haven't explained to me what happened that night with Eddie.
We've talked about that.
No, we haven't. Not properly. Every time I bring it up, you just pat me on the head and say, don't worry, babe. Well, I do worry.
I told you, I go a bit wild
Oh,
sometimes.
what you haven't told me is why. Oh, I don't know. You can't even be honest with yourself, never mind me.
Look, just leave it, Sharon, all right?
No! I'm fed up with leaving it. Papering over the cracks, pretending everything's all right. Well, it's not. Now, we either face that, or we've got nowhere left to go. It was the army, wasn't it? Grant, don't turn your back on me. Look, Grant, I didn't mean to doubt you. I couldn't help it. There's a part of you I don't know anything about. This will happen again and again until I understand what's the matter, until you help me understand.
I killed someone, all right? He was just a kid, 16, sat in some trench inside of some godforsaken hill. All he wanted to do was give himself up and go home, and I emptied a magazine into him. He was crying. He didn't even have a gun.
You should have told me.
I've never told anyone before.
Except for Phil.
Not even Phil.
Now you listen to me. What you did over there, that was different, separate. You can't blame yourself.
We've been chucking stuff at them all day, long range. There were spots on the horizon. It was more like a fun fair. Afterwards, we were told to go in and mop up. I'd never seen the enemy, not close before. When I got there, I didn't think...
It's all right, it wasn't your fault.
I kept pumping bullets into his body. He was already dead.
It's what you were there for.
No, it wasn't. I was shipped home a week later. Out of the army within a month.
Since then?
Sometimes, when I'm in the middle of something, I lose it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Like with Eddie?
Yeah. When I went into the pub...
Oh, I saw. It's all right now. Now that I understand.
No.
What?
It's too late.
It's not too late, Grant. I love you.
Think about it. If you could think for 1 minute that I might be capable of murdering someone, what kind of life would we have together?
Next on the channel for drama lovers, one of the UK's best loved and longest running medical dramas. We're on call with the doctors, nurses and patients of Casualty.